of a Starfleet vessel trying to return home from the distant reaches of the galaxy. And for the first time, there wouldn't be a man at the helm. As its groundbreaking first female captain as a series lead, Star Trek Voyager cast an Oscar nominee. But when she quit, the search for a replacement was kicked into warp drive.
The fax machine went non-stop for days and days on end. Please cast a woman. Please cast a woman. Don't you dare backtrack and not cast a woman.
Fortunately, one actress did have the right stuff for Starfleet.
I was sitting in a movie with my best friend, Nancy Anderson. She said, I'm reading something that the female captain of the new Star Trek series has just fallen out. She turned to me and she said, you would be perfect.
I remember seeing Kate on Ryan's Hope. She played Mary Ryan, and also Mrs. Columbo. And on Roots the Gift, she played a slave catcher, which is certainly an interesting choice in terms of putting a woman as a slave catcher, and she played it very, very tough.
But first, she had to pass muster with the network. To land the game-changing role, Kate joined a handful of hopefuls, such as Christina Pickles, Chelsea Field, and Erin Gray, at auditions in Los Angeles.
I think I even said to the group, there must have been 30 people in that room, this is really right for me. So why don't we just get going?
We wanted the first female Star Trek captain to be, and Kate has that in spades.
This is so exciting.
Mulgrew was cast on a Friday and arrived on set the following Monday to begin her first 19-hour day.
I arrived at about 4:30 in the morning. And the attention to detail. I had my bosom, put here and there and strapped, released. I was shoved as that spandex thing. I was given 4-inch boots. Everything just sort of equalized me in terms of the men.
We had a hair reshoot for Kate and Voyager with Pilot that I think cost $200,000 because they decided to change her hairdo.
I was stopped every 2 minutes to fix the hair, to fix the lips, to fix the breast, to fix the thing, to fix and fix and fix and fix and fix and fix and fix. And now action. With so many dollars in jeopardy, it was a big deal. And I knew that we were changing television history. And so did they. And were I to fail, it would be a setback for women.
But Kate kept a stiff upper lip and quickly laid claim to one of the most famous seats in television.
The first time I walked down the bridge was nerve-wracking. The director said to me, you must understand that it is your living room. It belongs to you and no one else. Just take possession. And so I did.
She shuffles off 3 or 4 orders real quick, she blasts them, sits down in the chair and says, engage. And I thought, oh, okay, we got our captain.
Command and control.
I would say in battle, she's absolutely fearless. She adheres to protocol, but when necessary,
Beautiful.
Captain Janeway kept her cool. Absolute grace under pressure. You kind of never doubted that whatever she said she was going to do, she'd do, no matter how bad things got.
And things were about to get very bad indeed. In the first episode, Janeway's leadership skills would be put to the test in the ultimate deep space dilemma. To survive, she'd have to combine Kirk's cowboy diplomacy with Picard's cunning.
No.
Voyager is a brand new ship on its maiden voyage. It's not a 3-hour tour like the Minnow and Gilligan's Island, but it's the equivalent. They're going out for a short run.
Ugh.
And of course, they're swept to the other side of the universe.
Mommy at you. Dun 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 dun.
It is in the Delta Quadrant, 70,000 light years from home, where Janeway faces a choice that will change the lives of her crew and set the course for the entire series.
She makes the decision to destroy the only means of getting home, the way that they were brought there, in order to prevent the bad guys from wreaking havoc.
The prime directive is, don't get involved.
It's like,
leave them alone.
the doctor.
Unless something terrible is going on. And you go in and you try to fix it. Janeway is forced with an incredible dilemma. She knows what the right thing to do is morally and ethically, but that course of action is going to cost her and her crew dearly.
As a captain, you have to make those choices that only the captain could make.
We'll have to find another way home.
What other way home is there? Who is she to be making these decisions for all of us?
She's the captain.
She was in probably one of the most extreme situations of any Starfleet captain. Kirk and Picard are very close to home when they're on their various missions. If something goes really bad, another ship can come out and help them. Voyager is on their own. There's no backup. There's no help coming.
In a moment of perilous decision, there has to be a recklessness to it. There has to be a fearlessness to it. Logic will not provide you with the answer. So when push came to shove, she pulled her guns out. And she just went firing into the abyss. And 9 times out of 10, it saved the day. Once you had to throw all reason out the window, she was the one with the samurai sword. Come on, come on. And that's when I think defined Catherine Janeway. Get your phasers, get your stun rifles, let's go. I mean, I was the first one always to want to jump on the shuttlecraft.
Is Kate right? Was Janeway first to lead a mission off the ship?
Yes.
In 7 seasons, Janeway led the away team 44 times, nearly tying Sisko's 45. Picard ranks 3rd with 35, but no one touches our courageous Kirk, who in only 3 seasons led the expedition in nearly half of his 79 episodes. The writers had no trouble making Janeway tough, but showing a Starfleet commander's tender side? That wasn't as easy.
For love or duty? Dun, dun.
What does a woman do in the captain's seat? Does she take care of a lover? Does she have a husband? Does she have a child? How is this woman going to lead this ship?
Voyager itself is cut off from everything they know. So now if your captain is going to personify and reflect what your show tone is about, Janeway, I guess, could be the loneliest of all the captains. She has a little bit of a romantic chemistry with Chakotay, the first officer, that the writers back away from because captains can't date their crew.
This loneliness of command is what gives the others hope that they will survive.
Occasionally, there'd be an alien flirtation. One time, she even, despite herself, got sucked into a holodeck romance. She was kind of a Jane Eyre kind of a character.
There you got to see Janeway fooling Janeway.
Oh, I think I've waited long enough.
So I think just that holographic boyfriend. And once I had lizards with Lieutenant Paris and the turbo lift. Very unattractive. We copulated and I had lizards. Really unattractive. Next question.
Just how lonely was Janeway compared with her Starfleet peers? In her long odyssey, she smooched only 4 hunky humans, plus 1 alien. If you count hologram hookups, the number climbs to 7, just about tying Picard with an average of 1 love affair per season. Out of respect for his betrothed, we'll take Sisko out of the mix. As for the Mac Daddy of deep space, Captain Kirk locked lips with 21 interstellar companions.
So?
Poor Janeway.
The audience should have left the 7 years with Janeway thinking, loneliness is very real.
One of the boys, but all woman, Janeway redefined the role of Starfleet captain with split-second decisions, a gunslinger's attitude, and grim determination to get her ship home in one piece.
To play the first female captain was, and history will bear me out, absolutely remarkable.
Voyager may have broken new ground with its first female captain as a series lead, but the next journey would be even riskier. Star Trek was going back to its roots, and tinkering with the sacred text would prove more perilous than a Klingon warbird. One misstep, die-hard fans would set their phasers to kill.
I could never